It's an insole that would stay in your shoe, and the idea is that like every time you press down on it, every time you take a step, it'd be activating a piezoelectric nanogenerator or a sensor, which would be changing your kinetic energy into potential energy and stored inside of a capacitor, which you could later fuel back the city through a public transfer station. And the idea behind it is that it's meant to sort of rethink how we can feel our city and redefine how we can build out our future cities. So they would be walking around, and every time they take a step, it'd be building up energy, and they can check on their phone through a companion app to see how much they're building up. And then they could just go to a transfer station, maybe it's at their house or at their apartment building, so they can power up their own building, or maybe it's somewhere out on Granville Street or the busiest streets in the corner. And the idea is that we want to sort of power the places that we live, power the places that need power, and that, how can we get back to our city? Feasibility, I'd say it's plausible. They're working on nano generators now, ones that are a little tiny square that can flick up to 250 volts every time you flick it. So those kind of things are still a little bit conceptual, that's still a little bit high level thinking, but yeah, hopefully it can get built out in the future sometime. IXDA is the Interaction Design Association, and it was a global competition, put out 80 submissions from all around the world, master's and undergrad students, and I made top 5, so I get to compete at Interaction 15 in San Francisco. So I'm going to be speaking in front of like 400 people, which is pretty nerve-wracking. I guess it'll be like a TED Talk. We'll see what happens there. We got 5 days while we're there, so we'll see if they want a prototype or not.